If you are new to me and this is the first time we are engaging, my name is Tabitha Susan, a counseling psychologist, a mentor, a wife, and a mother. We'll be having a series on having a healthy body, soul, and spirit from a psychological perspective, as we try and answer 5 questions asked by women on number 1, how important is it for me to approach health on a mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical front? Number 2, what are the top cultural lies that women believe about their physical form? Number 3, how can I combat social spiral? And number 4, what are the spiritual lies that the devil would like me to believe as a woman, and how do I combat them? And last but not least, how do I improve my spiritual health? Stay tuned and let's engage on the comment section on how this has been for you. Remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss the series. Today's episode, we are going to focus on these 3 aspects. And culture focuses much on our bodies, hence making it difficult to develop a holistic view of who we are. And many of the times that women have an obsession with their weight, and physical fitness are natural pastimes. And what is beauty for you? What defines you? And we want to look at 3 aspects in which you can do, and some activities you can embrace to work on your body, soul, and obsession, and rather neglect what is not productive to ourselves. So as you're working on your body, you can do the following. You need to eat healthy, exercise, get enough rest, guard what you see and deem sacred to you. Also, how do you work on your soul? You need to have a daily renewal of your mind with God's truth. You need to also learn how to manage your emotions and stress. And you also need to work through difficult situations in your life. And last but not least, because we are spirit, how do we manage our spirit? What are the must things we need to do? 1, we need to know how to satisfy the spiritual yearnings we have for our lives. And also, we need to have an intimate relationship with God. So it's important not to forsake any aspect of your life because you want to live a balanced life. We are looking at having a healthy body, soul, and spirit. On the previous episode, we focused on the top cultural lies that women believe about their physical form. Today, we are now tackling number 3 on how can we combat society's spiral as a woman. So number 1, you need to be intentional about identifying the cultural body myths. And what is a question that you can ask yourself as a woman? Is the sanity of such claims as thin is the right thing to do? That's a question you need to ask yourself. You also need to ask yourself the views that drive you to your checkbook, or are you obsessed about how you look? Or is the view coming from God? Also, number 2, you do not need to accept the narrow cultural perspectives for beauty. Culture has a way in which it defines who we are. And by that, you need to reclaim your body as unique and individually created. You're not a mistake that needs to be fixed. Also, number 2, on accepting the narrow cultural perspective is you need to broaden your definition of beauty. What do you define beauty as a woman? And you also need to go beyond what is skin deep. Number 3, on how you can combat what the society thinks is the right view of who a woman is you need to rethink your values. Make the choice to bring back the wholeness by embracing the spiritual, which is how God sees you, and also the physical, how you feel as an individual emotionally. Number 4, you need to also stop comparing yourself to unrealistic media images of how you are supposed to be, supposed in quotes, because we have so many things that mimic what we think is the right thing to do as a woman. And number 5, you need to combat the lies the world tells you is to be around women who do not obsess about their body. And when you do that, you're going to also refocus. And last but not least, you need to change the conversation away from the physical to the emotional and spiritual parts of your life. So remember to continue watching the episode so that you can realize what you want to see yourself as we also grow our body, soul, and spirit. If you're new and this is the first time you're joining me on this YouTube channel, remember to subscribe and also go back to the previous episodes on the series we are having on how to build your body, soul, and spirit. And today's episode, we are talking about what are the spiritual lies the devil would like you to believe as a woman. And last episode, we focused on combating the social norms that the society thinks of us as women. And what does the devil tell you as a woman? He tells you that you are shamed, inadequate, unworthy of God's love. And it's very interesting. I like us to look at where sin originated from. And it involved actually food and body image. And after sin entered into the world, the perfect physical bodies did not change of the first couple, but their reactions to them changed immediately. So what does that tell us? That sin distorts our ability to see ourselves the way God sees us. So it's also important to ask yourself the following, and how can you combat these lies that the devil wants you to believe? You can do 3 things that I like to summarize is 1, you need to repent and accept God's forgiveness and grace. Number 2, you need to begin seeing yourself through God's eyes. At times it becomes hard, but you need to believe that you're beautiful, you are changed, and you're forgiven. And last but not least, you need to have a daily renewal of your mind with Christ's truth. And looking at that and believing these things, remember, it begins with how, it begins with us, it begins with how you see yourself. So remember to preach positive things about yourself. And this is just episode number 4. Look out for episode number 5 as we also end this series. And remember to like, share, and subscribe. On today's episode, we are going to focus on the top lies that women believe about their physical form. What does your culture dictate about you as a woman? What is the lie that your culture tries to portray that is the norm? And one lie is that we have to be thin. And this gives and makes women go through a roller coaster of a weight loss journey. And at times, if you feel you're healthy enough, go for it. And another lie that the society tries to dictate is we have to have a specific body part that looks in a certain way. And when we focus more on our physical well-being, or rather how we look and what the society and our culture tries to dictate about us, it becomes a problem. So it is important for you to watch out for the lies that your culture is trying to portray about you as a woman, and ask yourself, what does God want to say about you? The toll that stress, trauma, and disease take on us as women in our health is well documented. And I'd like to give 12 points on how you can improve your physical health. Number 1, make it a goal to better manage and eliminate stress. Learn to relax, slow down, eat well, exercise. And number 6, know God and what He says about you. Number 7, attend to your emotional, interpersonal, and spiritual needs. Whatever you can do to bring peace and resolution to problematic problems in your life, do it. Forgive often and offer grace to others. 11, be intimate with God. And last but not least, be mindful of the connection between your body, soul, and spirit.